for me for jumping on. Okay, let's get started. Thank you so much for investing this 45 minutes in me, and I'm going to give you as much value as I possibly can. Purpose of this webinar, what do I want you to walk away from? Do you know what? I want to show you how to get leads and business from LinkedIn, because it is such an awesome tool for that. And everybody on the line has probably got a LinkedIn account. You probably had one for 4 or 5 years, and it's probably a bit of frustration for you. You think, you know what, this tool's awesome. But how do I get business from it? How do I actually go from there to over here? Going to cover that today, and I want to show you I can help you. I really do. If you want to get the most from this webinar, do these 3 things for me. Turn your phone off for a start. That would be good. Put it on airplane mode. There we go. Turn your emails off and your web browser. Give this your full attention. I've only got 45 minutes with you. Have a pen and paper ready. But you know, if you've got one eye on your emails, or you're looking at other things, it's kind of in the background, you're going to miss what I really, really want to give you. So give this your full attention, and you're going to walk away with some really great stuff. Who am I, and why should I be talking about LinkedIn? Well, for the last 20 years, I've been in sales. The last 4 years, or 5 years now, I've coached thousands of businesses and people on how to get business from LinkedIn. And I get business myself every day from LinkedIn. It's the one thing that I use in all my lead generation. It's the absolute foundation. LinkedIn's a lousy tool for selling. It's rubbish at selling. It happens at a lower level than that. We're talking here about basic human interaction. So, you know, people will probably not buy from you unless they buy into you first. You know, if you try and approach someone, you know, the first thing is they'll just deflect. Go away. Oh, as humans, we don't like people coming up to us and selling us things. Our natural thing is to sort of deflect that. LinkedIn gives you the ability to make nice, soft, easy approaches to people that you know you can help, and really that's the key. And I discovered this by accident 5 years ago. You know, as a salesman, all my sales dried up. I was cold calling every day. I couldn't get anywhere. I got into a horrible rut. All my self-belief left me, and I was hating it, hating trying to sell to people. Just fed up people saying no, cold calling every day. Had a LinkedIn account, never believed in it as a serious business tool, but I jumped on there and I realized you could do an advanced search. And all of a sudden, like, I was getting into companies like BlackBerry, Vodafone. I was selling IT training at the time. And within 24 hours, I connected with the top guy at BlackBerry. And when I connected with him, I realized that I knew someone that knew him. I got an introduction. You know what? In 24 hours, I got further on LinkedIn than I had in 6 months of cold calling. And I just got it. I got what LinkedIn was all about. And I quit what I was doing, and bang, I've become a LinkedIn coach ever since. I've built networks in New York City. I've built networks, that bloody door keeps banging. I built networks in New York City, in Sydney, Australia, in New Zealand. I've trained over there. And you know what? I've done it all from LinkedIn. It is just the most awesome tool in the world, and I'm going to show you some great stuff. So that's my background. I walk the walk. You know, I can't stress that highly enough. You know, it's people that say the people that can't teach. It's not the case with me. I go on LinkedIn every day, and I connect with people and I have conversations. And I don't feel like I'm selling. I feel like I'm actually genuinely poaching people I can help and starting conversations, and that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's get on with the webinar today. Great to see so many people still logging on. Okay, right, now I want you to look at this, because it's the key to success with LinkedIn. You know, find the people you can help, give them the evidence that you can add value, then make the right approach. That's it. That's all you need to do. And as human beings, we've been doing this. We've been trying to do this for the last 10,000 years. You know, that's all we need to do. All of you on this webinar today can help people, you know, but it's the frustration is getting through to people, finding them and getting over that inertia. Wouldn't it be fantastic if you had a tool that just helped you find the right people, first of all, because that's always a challenge, getting through to the right people in the business. And when you do, give them some real evidence that you can actually add value. Then make an approach. This is not salesy, because the best thing about LinkedIn, it's like meeting people at parties. You're already there, you're already in the zone. It's perfectly reasonable for you to approach someone on LinkedIn. It's not like you're calling them cold. There's a profile, there's an easy first step. It's a nice, benign approaches to people. But really, all of my training is based on that. But what I'm going to show you today is just 3 great things about LinkedIn that I want to go through now. The first thing is I'm going to bring up my profile now, because this is not Hold on, let me just bring up my profile. Here we go. Okay, now let's talk about building a meaningful LinkedIn profile, because this is the foundation. And I'll be completely honest with you. I can look at most people on LinkedIn and straight away I can see their profile just isn't going to work for them. And I'll tell you why, because it looks like an online CV. It's just a chronological list about what people have done over the past 20 years. Hi, I'm an account manager. Hi, I'm a website designer. Hi, I'm in network marketing. It's like, well, so what? You know, there's no, I can't see any real value there. So first thing I want you to do as a result of today is, if your profile looks like an online CV, is to take a step back for a moment and ask yourself this question, and it's absolutely key. This is the first point to think about. Now, I want you to think about this. Who are the people that you want to have conversations with in the next 6 to 12 months? Who are those key decision makers? And that should define your strategy and everything. It all starts from there. So if it's sales directors that you want to connect with, great. Now write a profile that's going to resonate with sales directors. If it's business owners, marketing people, whoever it is, they've got to look at your profile and say, yep, actually, you're worth a conversation. You may be able to help me out with one of my problems. Because people in this world only care about their own problems. They're not interested in you or anything else. And when they look at your profile, which they'll look at it for like 2 seconds, all they're going to think is, can this person help me solve any of my problems or not? And if it's not immediately apparent, they'll probably connect with you, yeah, but they will not engage you. And engagement is your biggest challenge on LinkedIn. It really is. So let's talk about how to make a profile that's going to go, yep, I want to speak to this person. First of all, now, when I do my online coaching and training, we've got a whole manual here that just runs through all of this in loads of detail. It's all here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull out a couple of things that I want to give you straight away. First of all, profile picture. I can't stress this highly enough. It's not Facebook. If you've got a social picture on there, if you've got anything that's memorable, you don't want a memorable picture. It's like a handshake. You want a nice professional profile picture. I don't want you having at parties like this, or, I've seen people holding great big fish, dressed as Peter Pan. Weddings is a good one. Now, if you've got a picture at a wedding, what happens if the person has just gone through a horrendous divorce? Because straight away, they're not going to like that. So, good profile picture. That's your first thing. Next thing here is a professional headline, because that's the first thing that people will see right up here. And it's so important that you get that right, because you can make that whatever you want, but you've got to talk about your value to the people that you want to engage. So if it just says your job title on there, have a look at your profile after this webinar. And if it just says, I'm a web designer, I'm a business coach or something, who cares? No one really wants that. They want the results of what you deliver. So look at my headline there. Look what I've got. Look what I'm saying. LinkedIn coach, that's my job title. Think about 3 things when you write your headline. First of all, a job title and a humanized statement, and then a keyword at the end. So LinkedIn coach. Now, look what I'm saying there. Helping people gain real new leads, book genuine appointments, and increase sales. That's what I do. The fact that I use LinkedIn is not actually that important right now. It's not about LinkedIn for me. It's about showing people how to get business. So I position myself like that. If I say to someone, I can help you get real new leads, book appointments, and increase your sales. Really? How'd you do that? LinkedIn. Oh, right. Okay, great. But the hook, that initial first thing that people see is the value that I deliver. So if you're in network marketing, you got to think about what you're gonna say. Helping great people build a second income might be a good thing to say. If you're a business coach, no one wants a business coach, by the way. Helping great entrepreneurs grow the businesses they really want would be a good thing. If you're in IT, no one wants IT. Helping sales directors, helping business owners get a better return on investment on their IT would be another good thing to say. Bottom line, what is it that you deliver? And if people like what they see there, they're going to take a much, much bigger interest. But your headline, it defines you, you put a stake in the ground, and it's the rudder and it's the tip of the sword. So, writing your headline out is a big part of my training, and we'll actually go through it together. Keywords in there as well, LinkedIn training, because your headline is the most optimized thing. Spend some time in your headline. You've only got 120 characters, but get it engaging, because if people like your headline, they might look at your profile. They might accept your invitation. They might. It all starts from there. If your headline just says nothing, people are just going to think, oh, you're just a salesman. I don't need that. Talk about your value. It's the first thing I want you to get right. It positions you, and it's absolutely everything. Let's go down here now and look at your summary. Don't pack that with loads of information about all your services and stuff, because remember, what are we trying to do with LinkedIn? We're trying to start conversations, nothing else. So it's not about you selling all your services at this point. It's about connecting with people at that basic level. And it's not really until you have a conversation that you're going to resonate with them enough for them to be interested in what you have to offer. So here, just talk about why you do what you do. The what and the how is further down. But I want to know here, if I say to you, I do LinkedIn training, so what? No one cares. I do LinkedIn webinar, so what? No one really cares. I do LinkedIn training because I passionately believe and I am driven to inspire business owners and sales teams to leverage the power of LinkedIn, because it is the most powerful tool ever created for business generation. Wow. That's going to get people interested in talking to me. Feel my passion. Feel what I'm all about. Know who I am as a person first. That's what should be in your summary. And that's what people buy more than anything. So I want you to think about that when you write your summary out. Also talk about what you do outside of work. Look what I got there. I'm an Aston Villa supporter. Oh my God. Well, you know what? That makes me into a human being. That makes people think, you know what? This guy's a real person. So when you talk about what you enjoy outside of work, it rounds you off as an individual. I want people to look at my profile, and I want people to look at your profile and think, you know what? Yeah, I'll have a chat with this guy. He looks like he's passionate. He knows what he's doing. He wants to help. Why not? And then you have a call. Then you move it to the next level. But it's not about connecting and selling. It's about connecting and engaging people at that level. Look, a couple more tips with profile here. Lots of things that I can go through, but get some recommendations. The more recommendations, the better, really. Just to give you a really great tip with recommendations is, ask for specific things when you ask for a recommendation. Don't just say, will you recommend me? When I ask for a recommendation, I'm going to say up here, was I able to get you more leads, sales, and business? And when they say that, I've got evidence that they're backing up the value of my profile. So when I approach people with that problem, they can see what I've got to say. And then they can see all this evidence that I really can deliver it. That's powerful. That makes the difference. Now, just to give you a great tip with, I'm going to go control print screen here. I know you can't see me do that, but if I jump onto my thing here, I'm going to go to paint like this, okay? And I'm going to do a right-click copy there now. This is just one of the tips that I've got for you. You see what I've done there? I can copy my best recommendations and I can lift them out there. And I can now paste that into sales material, proposals. I can put them on my website. Use LinkedIn as a catalyst to get great recommendations and then move around all your other online and offline material. Great. Because when people see a recommendation from LinkedIn, it's trusted. And what other people say about you is 1,000 times more powerful than what you say about yourself. It really is. So, when I do the training, we spend a whole hour on profile and we go through keyword optimization, laying it all out, how to make it more. But there's a couple of tips there that I really wanted to share with you. Let's look at something else now. Let's look at growing a network. How do you grow LinkedIn networks? Well, the power of LinkedIn is unbelievable. If I show you this now, let me just come up to where I got people here. This is a CRM database of 350 million people. It really is the best thing in business because it can get you into any market, any business, anywhere in the world. But the key to that, first of all, is to grow your first line network. Now, if I look at my connections here and I do a search, I'll show you how big my network is. I got like 4,000 and they're all my first line connections here. Great. Okay. They've connected. But you know what? LinkedIn's all about getting introductions to people that you can help. And then when you do that, you can put a profile in front of them that's going to inspire them. But all these people here I'm a first line, and I get to see all of their connections. So really, the key to growing a network is to grow your first line network first. Now, my second line connections here, and I'm sure I have Barack Obama up there, but my second line connections, these are all the people that I can get introduced to on LinkedIn. And I can do a search. If you look on the left-hand side here, I can search on keywords, title, company, location. Wow. And all these people here, it actually tells me here who I can connect with, who the shared connections are. These are the people that can introduce me. 2 million people I can get introduced to in business. That's why I don't cold call anymore. That's why I don't spend money on loads of marketing. That's how I built I can go into, and you can too. The key is to grow your first line network in the right way. Because if you can grow your network strategically around your market, then you'll be able to get introduced to people, to the key people. So let's just take a step back for a moment. I'm going to show you a great tip here. I'm going to show you how you can network in New York City. So if I go down here now, can you see here all these groups? Now, you probably know a little bit about LinkedIn groups, and you probably joined a couple, and you probably got a lot of traffic coming through, and you probably thought, well, what's all this about? There's a way you can stop all that traffic. But if you look at all my groups here, can you see they're all specific groups of people on LinkedIn? LinkedIn groups are segmentations of the community, and they're self-generated. This is a group here called the Bergen Area Networking Group. And that is a group full of New York business owners, cycling enthusiasts. If I want to network with cycling enthusiasts, right there. If I want to network with chartered accountants, I've got a group right there. I want to go down here, network with people in Hampshire, right there. Go down here, and I can network with new West Midland business owners. And if I want to find any group here, I can just go on groups. Let's say I want to search for, I don't know, marketing directors. Let's have a look, see what we can find there. Okay, here we go. Marketing directors, 5,000 in there. Telecom marketing directors, 13,000 in there. Okay, so when you find the groups that you want to find, join the groups. Okay, I'm going to go down here now. All right, I'm now going to network in New York City, and I don't need to jump in a plane, fly over there, and spend half my life going to networking groups. I don't need to do that. I can do it within 5 minutes. All I need to do is go into that group. Here we go. Okay. Now, let's have a look at the members, shall we? LinkedIn takes a second here to chug away. Here we go. All right. Now, what I'm doing here, I've actually gone and looked at the members of this group specifically. So this is almost like one big networking room now. Can you see all these sort of New York business owners? You can do this to any market, anywhere in the world. I'm just giving you an example here. Now, what I want to do is find someone. Let's see if I can find, here we go. Let's see if I can find an accountant. Okay. And I'm going to go and I'm going to type in there. If you see what I'm doing up here in the top right corner, spend New York, right? That would be good. That would be helpful. Okay. So, whatever market, whoever you're looking for, I want to connect with accountants in New York because they can introduce me to business owners. They can introduce me to sales directors because they're really well connected and trusted people. So they're always good people for me to network with. Find those type of people for you. But I've actually asked now to search for an accountant in New York. And let's have a see. Let's see what LinkedIn can find me here. Let's just go through. Let it chug away. Okay, now all these people, it's come up with 44. Okay, now one way of doing it would be to sort of go on here and then try and connect with these people. And this is the mistake that people usually make. And they'll probably, even worse than that, they'll probably just send that. I like to add you to my network. And the first thing the guy's going to think, well, who are you and why? Boom, engagement over. No, don't do it like that. If you want to grow your network in strategic areas and then leverage that and start to grow your second line, start to make some real penetration, get through to the people that you can really help, go into groups here. And this is a really, really powerful thing I want to show you. Okay. You can just send them personal messages like that, and that'll go through as a personal message. Kind of thing to say here is keep it quite short. Now, as a subject, I'd say here, growing my network, and I'd make it nice and personal, and I'd say something like this: "Hi, Roger. I hope you don't mind. me sending you this message. I found your profile in the network group, the Bergen area. I'm looking to connect and network with top accountants in the New York area. Would it be okay if I sent you an invitation to connect? Usually what happens is they come back and go, yeah, no problem, great. Great. Now we've got, and they'll always respond to that. Now you've got some engagement going. If your network is small at the moment, and if you want to grow it, remember it's second line. I mean, if you look, that guy's got 500 people in his second line. That's gonna grow my second line by 500 in New York. Just go down here and personal message people. Make it nice and easy, and that's within what LinkedIn allow. So that is a really great way to grow your network, and use these search parameters up here. Notice what I've done there. I've got accountant and New York. Now I could put anything in there, sales director and Tahiti. It doesn't matter. Find the right groups, do your search up there, send a nice personal message to people, and they'll connect with you and they'll appreciate that approach. And that's your first step to engagement. And you build and build and build from there. Let me show you a really, really powerful way to use LinkedIn at a high and quick level. Because one of the challenges with LinkedIn is time management. This thing can suck your time in like a sponge. You've all probably spent hours on LinkedIn and sort of gone, what the hell do I do now? I don't know. Where do I go? That's a big problem. Now, this is a technique that I've developed over the past 2 years, and it's just great. Okay, if I go to connections and I got to keep in touch up here, I can drive down here now, and you see where it says filter by all contacts? If I hit that on here and go to where it says tag, can you see that I've got a hot list? Here we go. That is my hot list. That is full of people. There's not normally that many people in there, but that's full of people that are of interest to me for whatever reason. These may be people that I want to network with. They may be people that are potentially interested in what I can offer them. They may be people that I've coached and I want to stay in contact. But really, rather than going on LinkedIn and going, oh, where do I start? I've got a hot list here, and I can just work through here, and I can add people to this list and I can remove them very, very easily. So one of the ways to first of all build your hot list, because your hot list is where you work from. These are all the people that the people that you have a real interest in, people that you know you can help. The way to build your hot list is to go up here and then just do go to people like this and do a search on your first line network. Go through here. Okay, and start to pick out people, because chances are if you've got a network, there's people on there that you really could use speaking with that you've probably forgotten about. Oh yeah, this guy David Morphew, or oh yeah, Rick Calder. God, I haven't spoke to this guy for 2 years, but we got on really well, and he was talking about getting me over to New York and helping him with some training. Do you know what? I want to re-engage this guy. Rather than, because you'll forget about that, next day something will happen. Click on the people that you want to re-engage like this. And then he's looking more like a Ferengi every day. And then click on relationship like that. And then where it says tag, if you hit tag on there, you can create your hot list. So go down here where it says add tag, and then create, and just type in hot list like that. Save it. And once it's done that, it's a list. And then you can go on here and go, do you know what? Yep, I want to speak to this guy, and you can save it. And then he goes into your list. Then you can go back again. Then you can run through the searches here. And then you can think, okay, let's have a look. Who else do I need to re-engage on LinkedIn? Oh, yeah, Tony Ryan. Blimey, I haven't spoken to Tony for a while. Went to one of my training. Yep. He said it, he's more than happy to help me out. Do you know what? Let's see if I can get him into my hot list again. There you go. And I'm going to save that. And just build your list of people that are of interest to you. So when you come in from a meeting, you think, you know what, I want to do a bit of lead generation now, and I'm going to use LinkedIn. Okay, rather than just going on here and going, oh, where do I start? You just go straight down to your connections. You got to keep in touch. And we're filtered by all contacts, tag. When you come down here, and there's my hot list there. And then I can work this list. And I can take people out of the hot list real easy like that. I can add people to it, but this is my hub. This is where I work from, and I put people in here that have interest. I put people in here I've just connected with. I put people in here that have recommended me. These are the people that I know I can get the most engagement from. And this list is like an airport departure lounge. It sort of changes all the time. People come in here, people go, people come, people go. But this is my focus and this is my concentration. So if you use LinkedIn just to populate and keep your hot list live and working, that's where you work from. These are my hot contacts right now. So real good tip there for building and managing your network. What I'm going to do now is I just want to show you how to build a prospecting list. Not only how to build a prospecting list, but actually how to get engagement. I'm going to launch a little poll for you here, and I want you to tell me exactly who it is that you'd like to be connecting with. And the winner out of that lot will build a prospecting list, and then I'll show you how to do it. Business owners by a mile, IT directors, okay? We never get solicitors. Not sure why. I'll put that there for a bit of a joke, really. 14. Now we've got solicitors being selected. There's probably a couple of solicitors on the call. I'm only kidding, really. I really am only kidding about that. What do we got? 50 business owners. You know what? Let's close that poll and let's go on business owners. Okay, just make sure you can see my screen. All right, so let's build a prospecting list now of business owners, and I'm going to show you how to get in there and actually start conversations with them. So, okay, now what I'm going to do here, what I've got, all the things that I talk about. Let's just bring up my here. Now, this is a guide here that goes through this step by step, and this is all available from a trainer. I'm going to take some stuff out of here when we actually do this section. Okay, so how do we build a prospecting list? First of all, I want you to go up there to where it says advanced search. Okay, I've already looked at this quickly, but this is the greatest thing in business. It really is. I can't stress this highly enough. You have here at your fingertips, if you've got a LinkedIn account, a CRM database of 350 million people, and that information is updated in real time. And not only that, it gives you information that you can use to create a really engaging approach. Wow, it really is that good. But I'm going to create a prospects list now, business owners. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here on the left-hand side, and I'm going to get a job title like that, and I'm going to put it in quote marks because LinkedIn looks for these things as a block. Now, owner is the obvious one, isn't it? Okay, but you know what? One of the things about LinkedIn is you can never guarantee what people put in there. So I'm going to go owner, or I'm going to go managing director like that. Okay, owner or managing director, either or. They're both going to be probably business owners. I'm going to set that to current like that. So we're looking at current business owners. Now, the next thing to do is actually focus on vertical markets, and I'll show you exactly why in a moment. But you know what? I am going to focus on recruitment, and I'll show you why that's so important. Now, what I can do up here, I'll put that in quote marks. What I can do up here is I can sort of rule people out. I could go not here, not consultants or not IT. So it rules out IT recruitment companies. Or you can go you can go and here, you can go or you can go not. So you can build up really, really, really good prospecting lists using combinations of those and really focus on the right sort of people. But let's focus now on business owners of recruitment companies, and let's pick a location as well. Now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to go UK, United Kingdom. Here it is. And I'm going to focus on London. So I'm going to get EC1 like that, and I go a 10-mile radius. Great tip for you. If you want to find big companies, use postcode rather than company size, which are all sort of premium versions over here, because again they just might not put that information in, and you'll risk losing people. I don't tend to use this information here either. Keywords is one of the best things to use because it will scan the whole profile. So, and obviously in here as well, what you could put are qualifications. It's a great way to track people down. If you're looking for chartered accountants, just put ACA in keywords and they'll come up. If you're looking for track engineers, you put PTP, personal track safety. Every person that works on the track has to have it, so they'll come up. So you can really pinpoint great people using keywords. But let's do a search there now, and let's have a look and see what we got. Chug round for a moment. Okay, 5,247. That's what LinkedIn's come back so far. That's 5,247 business owners in recruitment within a 10-mile radius of London. Now, that prospecting list is far too big at the moment. It's not a bad list, though, if you look at it. Managing director. They're all here. Okay, I want to now start to whittle that down a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do, actually, is if I go on the left-hand side here, I'm going to search on my second line network only. And that will be people that are one hop away from me. What do we got now? Whittle that down to 2,578. All right, well, let's get that down. I'm going to take out managing director now and just stick with owner. And let's see what we got now. Probably go down a little bit more now. 1,007. Okay. All right. I might want to sort of, I might kind of niche that a little bit more. I might go recruitment and technology up here. So now I'm looking at the technology market and recruitment. So let's now see what we got here. 330. Okay, I'm whittling that list down a little bit now. You want to make sure your list is, bloody door keeps banging, sorry about that. You want to make sure the list is between about 200 and 250, but we'll go for 350 now for starters. And once you've set your prospecting list up here, these are all one introduction away from me. I'm going to save that search. And I'm going to save it on here. Let's just kill one of these so we can do it. Let's just kill another one so we can do it. Close that and we'll do that again. Okay. So I've now saved that. That's my prospecting list. That's the list I'm now going to work now for, for the next sort of week or so. Come away from LinkedIn. I'll come back in and I go, right, I now want to populate my hot list. And I want to get people into my hot list so I can then spend the rest of the week nurturing them and working on them. Go into advanced search. I'm going to go to save search up here. And there they are, right there. Here's my list. Okay, now, where do I go from here? Well, the beautiful thing is LinkedIn actually tells me who the shared connections are. So I'm actually looking for people that I know pretty well. So what am I looking for here? Right, who we got here? Jane Cryer, great person, brilliant networker. I know that she'd help me out with an introduction. This does depend on the quality of your first line network, obviously. Let's have a look at Rachel Goldridge here. Experienced interim recruitment manager, co-owner, managing director. No, she's not ideal because that's not. Have a look at their profile and pick the ideal people here. Who's this guy here? Yep, I know Andy Grant and I also know Bernadette, so that's a good one. Okay, who have we got here? Managing director. Here we go. Recruitment software. Brilliant. Okay, right now I want to get an introduction to this guy. I'm going to go there and I'm going to say get introduced. Okay, now let's go down here and let's pick out Andy Grant. Okay, I'm going to ask Andy now for an introduction. Now, if you look at my guides here, if you scroll down, I've actually got, and there's sort of loads of ways that you can do this, but having spent 5 years doing it and done all the trial and error in the world, this is the best messaging format that I can come up with, and it's designed to work on a couple of ways. It's quite subtle. But all you need to do is copy that, okay, and then go over to here, and then you paste that in. I've got loads of messaging templates, but this is one that works really, really well. And you just change this around a little bit to match the market. So I'm going to go, hi, Andy, because Andy is the man. Okay, and I'm just going to build my message here. Hi, Andy, how are things with you? It's designed to get him to respond. Because what he might say is, I don't know Chris that well, but I know Pete and Bob. Would you like introductions to them? So we're quite speculative at this stage. I'm hoping to strengthen my network by connecting with top. I'm going to go recruit business owners in the London area. Okay. And then we can be a bit more focused for that, can't we? I can now go top IT. Let's go technology there. Okay, let's jump up on there. Top technology recruitment business owners in the London area. Okay. Now they see this message, so you'll want to say the right stuff in here. Chris is a connection of yours who fits the bill perfectly. I'd be most grateful if you can put me on his radar. Nice, easy wording. soft wording. You know, you don't want to say in here, you know, can you connect me with him? So I want to sell at him. No, you want to take the pressure off it and be quite relaxed about it. So you see what I got? See what I got there? Hi, Andy. How are things with you? I'm hoping to strengthen my network by connecting with top technology recruitment business owners in the London area, because Chris is going to see this, because all Andy will do is forward this message. So this is the first point of contact. Chris, the connection of yours is someone who fits the bill perfectly. If you consider putting me on his radar with a quick introduction, I'll be most grateful. Nice and easy and casual. You know, don't be too formal with this. Thanks, Chris. Please let me know your thoughts on this. So again, I'm trying to get him to respond. Now, once I've done that, I'm actually gonna send that off now. I've got an introduction live on LinkedIn. There we go. Now I've actually got that message set up now as a template. So when I go through the rest of my search, so I now go through now what I can do. Let's take a look at other people. I can go down here now and I can look at this guy, and I've already got that message now set up. So what I need to do now is pick someone else, and there's the message right again. I can then obviously change the names around. That's all I need to do. So actually, and this is one of the best ways to use LinkedIn, is to sort of spend probably once or twice a month, go on here, and you know, within about an hour, you can bang out 30 or 40 of these. This guy here, have a quick look. If he's right, I've already got the message there because I focus on that vertical market. That template's already set up. I can keep doing that because these are all business owners in London. So I've got that. You know, time management is important with LinkedIn. If you can optimize your time like this, it gives you more time to spend on the stuff as well. You know, you don't need to spend hours on LinkedIn getting lost. If you focus your areas on this, and this is a big part of my training, is to actually give you, you know, half an hour a day on LinkedIn, give you fantastic results when you focus in like this. So, brilliant. So now then, if I show you the results of some of those things, so now you found your target market and you've leveraged your existing network, you've built that by groups and reconnecting with people. Now you're getting these introductions, and I'll just show you, you know, what tends to happen here. Let me just show you a couple of messages, because I get, you know, I've been doing this every day. Here we go. This is a good one. This is it in action here. And this is what I do. Practice what I preach. Jamie's a good guy, know him well. He's a sales director. Done some training for him. Rates me highly. Now Steve Harmison is another sales director. He goes sales director. He's connected with me now. I wanted an introduction to this guy. Send that exact message that I've just done there. Now what tends to happen is this. Steve has gone. Hi Steve. Hope you're well. Just wants to forward a request from Adam. He recently did some excellent LinkedIn training for my team, and it might be of interest to you. Great, brilliant. Now, all I need to do from that is a reply all, and I now get to message Steve, which I couldn't do before because he's not a connection. What do I say there? Again, got it all in the guides. So if I just go across here now, scroll down, I've got an example of that one there. Right. There it is right there. That's the message I want everyone to use. Bang. This is all I want you to say, nothing else at this point. Hi, Steve. I hope you're well. Really grateful that Jamie introduced us. Would it be okay if I send over an invitation to join my network? And they always say, yeah, no problem. But what's just happened? Started to get engagement. They have to respond to that. Because if you do a reply all and you copy in the person that's made the introduction as well, it becomes a conversation with lots of people and it takes the pressure off. They always respond to that message. When they say, yeah, no problem, you connect with them. And you know what? When you've done that, let's have a look at Steve. Let's go through here now. Okay, right. First thing I'm going to do, guess what? I'll stick him in my hot list. There you go. Got him in my hot list now. Now I can nurture him. Now I can work him. So I pull out, put him in my hot list. He's a sales director. That's my target market. Now what you want to do is give it a week or so. Worst thing you can do on LinkedIn, the worst thing you can do is connect and pitch. Never, never, never connect and pitch. Never pitch your services on LinkedIn. It's just a massive turn off. You've got to make an engaging, personal approach at people to get that conversation started. You know what? The profile gives you all of that. So give it a week. He's on my hot list. Okay. So if I now go to my hot list. So let's say I come back and go, right, okay, I'm now going to do some lead gen from LinkedIn. I'm going to go where it says keep in touch. And I'm going quickly, but I just want to show you this stuff here. Hot list. There we go. Where is he? Where's my man? There he is, Steve Harrison. Who's the bowler, Steve Harmison. So okay, so go in here. Here he is, right there now. Okay, I've given it a week. He's in my hot list, so I'm not going to forget about him. Now I want to engage this guy. I want to send him a nice personal message. Okay. Incidentally, the first message that you need to send him after connection is, thanks ever so much for accepting my connection. If I can help you in any way, please let me know. Send that straight away, then give it a week. Just get that going first. Now, all right, now I want to engage this guy. Now I want to actually get this guy on the phone. What am I going to do from here? Well, I'm not going to pitch at him. I'm going to look at his profile here, and I'm going to see what's important to him. And let's have a look now. Ready for new challenges and opportunities. All great. I can definitely use that, couldn't I? All right, I'll take that up there, and I'm going to look at that now. All right, I'm going to use that in his profile. What else is important to this guy? Multinational companies and startup businesses. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to use that as well. And I'm going to construct a really engaging message out of all this stuff here. What do we got? Microsoft sales director. Okay. All right. And I can go on all day and pull really, really good stuff out here. But with this information here now, what I might say is just a thought for the subject. Hi, Steve. Hope all is well. Make it nice and easy. I had a really good look at your profile the other day. I think it's fantastic. And I love the fact that you're always open to new challenges and opportunities. That's important to him. It's on his profile. It's personal to him. That's going to get him going, oh, great, okay. We love personal approaches. Basic humans like this sort of stuff. Just to let you know, I was working with a sales director of a technology company very similar to you last month. And I was able to show their team how to build networks and relationships with startup businesses and multinational companies. He says on his profile, use the word love, I'd love to show you how your team could do this too. If you're open to the idea, let's have a quick chat on the phone. Let me know a good time. Looking forward to speaking to you. Bang, and just send that off. Just take the pressure off the situation. Don't be booking appointments and times or anything like that. It's a nice, easy, focused approach. Use information on the profile to build that, because what's the first thing that Steve's going to see? My profile, my headline, my recommendations, the energy. Now I'm breaking down, but once I connect with him at that level, once I give him a bit of help, I can meet him maybe face to face, speak to him on the phone, I can now nurture an opportunity. And that is so how to use this platform. In all my guides, we go through all this in so much detail, messaging formats here, how to build that message, other engagement tactics, other tips. This is basically 5 years of experience here in all of these guides. It's all here. But what I hope I've shown you today is some really good stuff, actually, and I wanted to do that. Moving forward, if you like what you've seen, if you think, yeah, God, man, this is some tool here, and it really is, I want to offer you something that I've been doing this year, and it works really, really well. And it's actually the best way that I can help people. It's called the Online Workshop, and it's totally interactive. And I don't have any more than 10 people in any group, because we all talk amongst each other. I leave an open comm line so we can chat together. It's not you sitting there looking at a video like this, because you'll just turn off after 5 minutes. This is about me talking to you. This is about you saying, Adam, can you run through that again? Yeah, no problem. I always leave half an hour at the end of every session where we have an open question and answer. So anything you're not sure of, we'll go through together. This is about getting you using LinkedIn to its highest level. Now, that's it. That's all I'm looking to ask, really. My next one is Wednesday, the 1st, the 8th, and the 15th of July. They're 1 hour sessions. And in those 1 hour sessions, we cover absolutely what is in these manuals here. So the first session is we go through this, which is keywording, building your profile, looking at all your skills and endorsements. We run through this at speed, and there's so much good stuff there. The second session, we look at networking, building your network. I gave you just one tip there about how to build your network, but there's all sorts of other ways that you can do it on here. And we obviously cover using groups again in that session. And the last session, as I mentioned, is we go through LinkedIn engagement, and it's all there. And it's my goal and it's my passion, really, for you to leave that online workshop with a new way to generate business, because LinkedIn's going to be around for the next 15 years, and it's all going that way. And you know what? In every bit of lead generation that you do, LinkedIn should always be the foundation. Why the hell wouldn't it? When you can do all these amazing things with LinkedIn, and you know what? I'm just asking for an investment of £90 for that because I can leverage it. I'm in a lot of these online workshops. So it's 3 1-hour sessions, and the best thing about it as well is they're all recorded, and you get the videos afterwards, so you can actually play back the session, and you get permanent access to that forever. So you're getting 3 great personalized training videos. You're getting all my manuals and guides. You're getting a way to actually finally make LinkedIn work for you. So I really hope that that's going to be useful because I love helping people. I love running these sessions. We have a lot of fun. I've always got time for people that book on those workshops because if you go away and get success, I get more referrals, and you know it's a win-win situation. If you look at my profile, you'll see all the feedback that I've got from these online workshops, the results that people are getting from it, because I'm finally helping people cut through that massive frustration of I've got a LinkedIn account, but I'm not getting business from it. And you know, with the online workshop, you get all these manuals that I've run through. You know what? You get everything you need to really make this platform work for you. So look, what I'm going to do is, I know that we've officially ended now because it is Q2. But if anyone's got any questions, just I'm going to open the comms up now.
Rent needed to go.
Oh, Sabrina's making a noise. If anyone's got any questions about what I've covered today, I'm more than happy to spend a bit of time and run through that for you. Just raise your hand and you know, let me know what questions you might have. Helen, was that a useful session for you?
That was wonderful, Adam. Thank you so much. I like the happy dance.
I know, yeah. You got to be happy in this world, haven't you? Really, that's the key. But really, I mean, that's all I want. You know, if you found this useful, that's great. You know, if you've got any questions about what I've covered, fire away.
Can I watch this again?
Of course you can. Yeah, it's yeah. I'll send you a recording afterwards, and you got it, and it's fine. All right. Fantastic. We got John. Hello, John. Are you there? You got a question you might want to ask me? You might not have a mic. You might have just put your hand up there. Laura, you got any questions there that you'd like to ask me? Let's have a look. Pam? Oh, hello. You there? Any questions?
Not a question, but can I share with my team?
Share what with your team?
What we've just discussed.
Of course you can. Of course, that's exactly what I want you to do. I want people to succeed on the platform. Absolutely, yes. Who have we got here? Hello, Frank. Frank, are you there?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah,
How was that session? Was that useful for you?
That was very useful.
Brilliant.
I do have one question actually.
Fire away.
Not quite related to what you said, but with LinkedIn, I think I got to a maximum where I asked my first level connections to introduce me in. It comes up with like a message saying, no, you've hit your maximum level. So there must obviously be some that are in a pipeline that have not completed through to give me that second connection to make into a first connection.
Are you online now? You got your profile in front of you. Let me do this for you. Look, what I can do. Look, let me make you a presenter. Okay, you share your screen with us, and we'll have a look at that together. Because I'm not quite sure what you're doing there. You should be able to share your screen there.
Also asking as well.
Okay, just talk us through what you did there. I'm not quite sure. So just show us.
Okay. So, let me just move that along here. So yeah, what happens is I go, say for example, like you bring up a list of people you think those are the people I'd probably want to contact, their second connections. So I find out who my first connection is, and then utilise that to get the introduction. But then it comes up saying you've already had your maximum number of introductions done. And I say I don't know what to do past that point. I don't know who to.
So when you try and use the introductions, it's saying you can't use any more introductions.
Yes.
Okay. Just show me that message.
I've got some pending. Okay.
Just show me that message. So try and get an introduction. So just do a quick search.
Let's have a little look. Who did I have?
social media, find your niche and
It's all frozen a little bit. I think the problem is there is
Yeah.
I just want to see the message. I'm not quite sure what's happening there. So go do
Yeah, I'll
do a
try,
search.
with it being so slow, I'll do a screen print and I'll send it through to yourself if that's all right.
No problem. I think I know what the problem is. But what you show me the screen print. But I know that
Yeah.
you've got business services. You're not on a premium account there, are you? If you use the sales
It's not a
basic,
standard account.
yeah, if you use the sales basic, it's £18 a month, and that will give you unlimited introductions. It'll give you unlimited searches. So it might be worth you upgrading for that, but I don't think that's the
Okay.
problem. Just send me the screenshot and we'll have a look at that, okay?
Okay.
No
Well, I'll
problem.
revisit it again because it's been a while since I've checked it out. But I'll revisit it. If I've got the same problem, I'll do a screen print and I'll fire it over.
Yeah. Check that out again. Okay. Great stuff. No problem. Okay, let me just grab the screen back again. All right, showing my screen. We got any more questions there from anybody? Please do feel free to chip in. I'm making everybody available now on the mic. So just go, oi, Adam, I've got a question. Anyone want to say anything to anybody? Here we go. I'm just opening it all out now. Anyone got any more questions?
Yeah, hi Adam.
Hi, who's that? Tony Ryan?
Here.
Ah, hello. How you doing, Tony?
Very good, thanks.
Good.
It was related to the last question slightly. What is the benefit of going for the premium service? 'Cause I'm never too sure if it's worth it.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, if you'd have asked me that question 6 months ago, I'd have said no benefit whatsoever. But the benefits that you get is you get unlimited advanced searching. Now you can do that as many times as you want. If you're on the free version, you get like 20 a month, then it resets. You also you get a lot more granularity here with people who have viewed your profile as well. There's a few more other benefits, but if you're going to upgrade, just wondering who's making all that noise. If you do upgrade, go for Sales Basic. It's £18 a month, and that'll give you everything that you need. That's the best one to go for. But the only benefits that you get is unlimited advanced searching. You don't get that now with the free version. But everything else that I've shown you is all on the free version. You can still go in here, go into groups, and build your network by personal messaging people in there. That's not an issue at all. So you can still do that. That's fine.
That's brilliant. Thanks very much.
No, pleasure, Tony. Pleasure. Nice to speak to you again. Hello, Regan. Do you have a question there?
Hello, yes. I've been looking at Recruiter.
Sounds like you're talking to me from the other side.
I'm looking at Recruiter. I've seen reviews that the worst get the Recruiter over doing the Premier account.
Well, you got a bit of an echo there.
Really echoey. It's probably my mic.
Okay. Let's try that again.
Okay. I'm looking at the Recruiter.
Yep.
And I just wanted to see what the difference was with between the Premier account and actually using Recruiter.
Do you know what? Stick with the basic account if you're doing recruitment. There is, because I used to be a headhunter and I was for like 8 years, and I promise you 99.9% of recruitment consultants on LinkedIn aren't using it right. The way to use the principles that I've shown you on recruitment, because it doesn't matter if you're looking for people, recruitment, if you're looking for clients, just find people you can help, give them some evidence that you can add value, and then make the right approach. The other thing that you can do, Regan, is you can go into here with Keep in Touch, and you can build tag lists, but you can build talent pools in here. So what you could do here is, let me do a tag here. So who are the kind of people that you look to recruit, Regan?
Sales.
Salespeople. All right, you can do this, couldn't you? What's going on there? Okay, you could go sales. You can go like this. Look. Top sales IT. Yeah. Top people in sales. So you've got that one here, and this is a talent pool. You got one there like that. Then you can go sales. You might want to go junior sales like that. Yeah. You might want to go, so you're building talent pools here. You might want to go sales, USA. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm just giving you examples, right?
Yes.
So now then what you do is you then look to build those talent pools. So when you've got, so let's say, you know, this is a, and I'll show you. So if I go down here now and I'll show you my jazz list. There you go. Let's say that is a pool of talent in there that you've built up. Okay. You can then send them all a message.
Okay.
Like that. Okay. Undo that. You can send them job specs. You can say to them, what I'm going to do for you is, you know, I think you're a top salesman. I'd like to put you into my top talent pool on LinkedIn, if that's okay. And then once a month, what I'll do is I'll send you my best opportunities. And then you can instantly, and then if you untick that, they don't know other people have got the message, okay? And then I would, once a month, I would just send them a summary of the best opportunities that you've got. And look to build it like that and build it like you can do all that on the free version. There's some useful stuff there. What's that?
You need to go to the Premier account.
Nope, that's all on the free version.
Right, okay.
There you go. There you go. My pleasure. Take care. How's Southampton, by the way? I'm in St Denis. Who else we got? Laura, do you have a question?
No, I think that's great. Thank you.
Hey, look, my pleasure.
Thanks very much.
It's all right. Look, I'm going to say bye to everyone now, unless anyone's got any more questions. But look, everyone, look, thanks. Really appreciate this. Think about my workshop because it's interactive like this. I'll give you so much value over those 3 sessions. Also, I run this webinar once every 2 weeks. Please let other people know about it. I'm going to send you an email about that anyway afterwards. But look, keep in touch. Best of luck with everything, and speak to you all real soon. Okay? Thanks a lot.
Brilliant.